Howdy, howdy. Oh, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor, and he writes down all of my prescriptions. He heals me of all my emotions in the room. Well, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hello, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Oh, we gotta plug this in. Oh, gotta plug it in. How come it's not? Well, is that charging? Yep. No, it's not. Come on in the room. Hey, Jennifer. I did. Lights out. Lights out for this one, Jennifer. My eyes are tired. How are you? What time is it over there? Over here it's 8:32 p.m. Are you? Oh my, 2:32 a.m. 8, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 6 hours ahead. What are you doing up? You should have your lights out. You should be sleeping. In bed, flicking through lives. Oh, you never know what you're gonna find, right? Then you found me in the dark. Do 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 do. I did a lot of cleaning today. Well, I did cleaning, but I did a lot of organizing. I went through a lot of stuff. Oh, well, thank you for coming in. And I got rid of some things in the trash that was no good. And then I have a bag of stuff in my car to take to a donation place. So yeah, I am worn out and already in bed at 8:34. Hey, Rose Garland Creations. Oh, you're in Australia. Wow. 11:34. It's amazing the different times all over the world. How are you doing this morning? You're going to be getting ready to have your lunch. Australia, are you getting to go? You're starting to go into your summer, I guess. Do you know Jennifer? Or do you know Lisa Knits? She's from Australia. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Today it was 90 degrees. Oh, very cold, snowing and raining. What? I thought Australia was going into summer. Boy, did I have that wrong. Oh, yeah, Kelly sings that, yep. It's a good old gospel song. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to um, do a live while I clean the chicken coop, or while I clean the chicken yard, probably. It'll be too hard to show the inside of the coop. Oh, starting to be spring. That's interesting. It was 90 degrees here today. I still have the air conditioner on and the fan in the bedroom. You know Jennifer, and you're going into your summer, but you live in Tasmania. Oh, an island. You live on an island? I'm gonna look that up. And it's separated from Australia? That's very interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I love learning about other countries and cultures. A little island that it's separated. I guess you gotta take the boat to the mainland. How far away are you from the mainland? Come on in the room. I made homemade chicken soup today, believe it or not, in 90-degree weather. Hey, Lisa, I was just talking about you. Going into spring for all of Australia. I don't know why I thought it was going into summer. Fly or boat. So you don't go to the mainland too often then, I guess. You must have just about everything you need on the little island. I'm gonna look it up. Trust me, I'm gonna learn about it. There's Lisa. The knitting machine. Oh, did I just unplug my charger? I did. Oh, I'm in the dark. How am I gonna find the plug? Good grief. am I gonna find the plug? Oh man. Come on. Where's the plug? Okay. I got it now. Okay. No, summer isn't until December, January, and February. I have it wrong. It's spring now. Oh, okay. It's spring now and it's snowing? I'm confused. Oh, it snows in your spring and then it's hot in your winter. It's reversed then from here. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I think tomorrow. I've been wanting to do a live while I clean the chicken yard. And I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. Saturday is when I work a lot in the chicken yard. I do a little cleanup every day so that Saturday I don't have a lot of work to do. You can get snow. Now, wait a minute. Jennifer's not in Australia. Well, I remember when I was a kid, we got snow in May, the end of May, which is the end of our spring, the beginning of our summer. Well, see, when I was a kid, I lived in Massachusetts, which is the north. And then when I was a kid, the winter used to also start at the end of October. We would get snow. But now the whole thing has changed. It's all different. Snow is normally our winter, but this year our seasons have been playing up. Well, here in Texas, we really don't get snow. But where I'm originally from, they do get snow. And I'm one that does not like the snow. They certainly are. Lambing has finished. Lambing. What does that mean? Does that mean that the lambs are done having babies? I think that's what that means. Today I made homemade chicken soup, and not with any of my chickens, because they're pets. But I had chicken, cilantro, diced up celery. Oh, the lambs are done having babies. Oh. Do you have lambs, Catherine? Chicken, cilantro, diced up celery, diced up onion, zucchini, squash, yellow squash. I'm in the dark because my eyes have been hurting, and guess what? Today I woke up with no migraine, and I had no migraine and no headache all day. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I've had a migraine every day since the beginning of the month. And I was on the phone yesterday with the neurologist nurse back and forth trying to resolve the issue. Wow, 60 U's and 66 lambs. They're not the same thing. Well, I guess the lambs are the babies and the ewes are the mothers. And what do you call the fathers? I have chickens and I have a goose. I know, Lisa. Thank you. The change in the weather. Oh, rams. That's right. Um, See, our mornings have been like in the 50s, which is good. And anyway, a lot of pressure in the atmosphere messes with that um, brainstem disease I have, and it causes those migraines. Rams, ewes, and lambs. Hey, Alice, what are you doing up? You are in, oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. That's all I know of the anthem of Canada. Thank you, Alice. Alice, I'm learning about Australia and Tasmania. Catherine lives in a little island. You have hens and roosters. Oh yeah, me too. I forget now how many hens I have, but I have 3 roosters. And 1 goose. And 2 little doggies. And a cat that stays outside most of the time. No, I'm in the dark because I don't want a migraine. My eyes are tired and I'm already for bed. And I did some cleaning today, but a lot of organizing. Yes. And a lot of people are afraid of the dark, so I think I won't get a lot of trouble coming into this live. You know what I mean? No migraine today, Alice. I woke up migraine free, headache free, and it's been that way all day. Oh, you got 1 dog? I have a Maltese and I have a Chihuahua. Tasmania used to be joined to Australia until it broke away. It floated away because Catherine said it's an island. So it floated away? Yes, Alice. I'm so thankful because all those days with that migraine, it was it was getting to be where I couldn't function. Tasmania used to be joined to Australia until it broke away. It floated away? I'm gonna have to research this. Did you know this, Alice? Imagine going to bed one day and waking up the next day and you floated away from the mainland. Wow. Many, many years ago. Yeah, but still, how did it... How did that happen? Well, I'm sure it didn't just happen overnight. Well, then again, I don't know if they float or not. How did it separate from the mainland, Jennifer? And who does it belong to? Who is the... Well, I guess you're ruled by the king now, since the queen has passed on. You must be ruled by the king. I don't know. I really can't figure it out. Land crumbles away. Oh, yeah, what's that called? What is that called? It's still part of Australia. Erosion, right? Erosion. So the king is over Australia, right? Over here, we're not, when I was in school, we were not taught anything. I don't know what kids learn now, but when I was in school, we never learned what the queen, because when I was a kid, the queen was in office, and we never learned what she ruled, except England. We didn't learn much about other countries, really. In fact, when I was a kid in school, we weren't taught much about our own country. Oh, Australia? Well, then who's gonna... Oh, boy. So that's like erosion. And then Canada, you learned Canada information, American and British. Well, Canadians, it sounds like, had good teachers, but I don't know what kids learn now in America. Until 1967. Do you call, Alice, do you call whoever rules Canada, I guess you don't call it a president. You call, do you call it a prime minister? Or do you call it a president? I'm not very political. I don't know hardly anything about my own country's politics, to tell you the truth, except it's all corrupt in America, which is sad to say, but I mean, it's the truth. Oh, prime minister. The queen granted freedom when she was alive. You know, I really admired the queen. From the little that I knew about her, I admired her because it seemed to me, as an American, that the queen, now I don't know what she did in private, like with her family, but it seemed to me publicly, she really didn't open her mouth and tear down other countries. Like in America, our leaders are known for doing that. I may be wrong, but My perception is she didn't do that, and I admire that. Oh, oh. I don't really know what goes on anywhere. I don't have a television. I've never had a television since I've been out on my own. Of course, growing up, my parents had a television, but when I went out on my own, I never got one. I've never wanted one. And I know that news pops up on my phone. Um, I don't feel like any of it's much good. Oh, and Lisa gets different news. That's interesting to hear that other countries get um, news of other countries. It was 90 degrees here today. And what did I cook? Homemade chicken soup. But that's what I wanted. Nana Michelle! Hey! I'm so glad to see you. Where have you been? How have you been? I think you know everyone here. Nana Michelle is the crochet shawl machine woman. Nana Michelle. I've been learning about what's it called again? Tasmania, Nana Michelle, by Catherine, who's in here. She lives in Tasmania. I'm in the dock. I'm in the dock, Nana Michelle, because today is the first day that I woke up with no migraine, and I've been migraine free and headache free all day. But all month long, every day I had a migraine. Okay, Alice, thank you for coming in. And we need to get on our friends, Barbara and Tanya, and make sure that they make content about that chicken coop that Tanya's building. We're not going to let that slip by. No, ma'am. Oh, Nana Michelle, yes, it has been so hard all month. Oh, Ola Joe, catch it. Catch it. Ola Joe's in here. And she said she's going to watch the replay, and I believe her. Because Ola don't tell no stories. Thank you, Ola Joe. Yes, Nana Michelle, yesterday I finally broke down and called the neurologist. And I was back and forth with his nurse. because it was getting to the point where I just could not function. And so, I have that Chiari malformation, the brainstem disease, and there's so much barometric pressure in the atmosphere and the weather that it has triggered these migraines. But I'm so thankful that today there was no issues, and I thought tonight I will do a live, but I better do it in the dark. I want to just kind of rest my eyes. Of course, I'm looking at the screen, but I haven't had an issue yet. And I know people can understand, right? Is someone else leaving? Oh, Lisa's leaving. Okay, Lisa. Thank you. And thankfully, so far, we've had no trouble in here. Because we don't got time for that. Oh, yeah, there's Catherine, the one that lives on the island that I'm learning about. And I will be researching that. Does anyone know where, hey, Nana Michelle, do you know where Steve has been? You know, Steve, because, like a month ago, I did a live, and I was showing some books, crochet books and stuff, and I found in one of the crochet books a little, what do you call it? Yarn band, that tells the name of the yarn and the color and all that. Well, it had a pattern on it, and so during that live, I did like just a little fun, simple giveaway thing, and it was just for that pattern. Well, he won it, and I finally got it mailed out to him. Like I say, it's just the yarn band, but I did include a little leaflet in that thing because I was so late mailing it out to him because I haven't felt good, and he should have got it Tuesday. Today's Friday, but I've not heard nothing from him. I'm just wondering if maybe he's not feeling good, and I haven't seen him in anyone's chats. We never know, what someone is going through, like I always say. Did I unplug the charger again? I did, and I'm in the dark. Oh, okay. I saw him here and there, but not as much as normal. Ah, gotcha. That's a light that I have behind the fan. Just a little night light. Yep. So Lady Jane is still hobbling around. And I'm still soaking her foot. At least, I try to soak it at least 3 times a day, but I am doing it. I make sure I do it twice a day. Still trying to soften up that bumble. And those leghorns are still giving me a run. That's what they do. And someone from church the other day offered me one of their silky roosters, and I would love to have them because I love all of the breeds, but I do love the silkies. But um, because my big rooster is being a bully to my white silky big daddy, I don't want to bring another rooster into my flock. Oh, I don't know what got into that big rooster. You know, they grew up together from eggs since they hatched, and I don't know what got into him, but he keeps picking on Big Daddy. Just don't know. Now, tomorrow is our local monthly crochet and knit meetup group over in Plano, 22 miles away. And I was gonna go, but I'm thinking, you know what? Why push myself? I'm just now starting to feel well. Tomorrow I should just take the day for myself, right? I know that I gotta keep with my schedule on Saturday, which is to clean the chicken coop and do some cleaning in the chicken yard, so I'll do that. But you know, being being in a group of people, some knitting, some crocheting, I enjoy it, but it may be a little too overstimulating, and that can also trigger migraine. And I probably should just take it easy tomorrow and save up my strength for church on Sunday. That will also be stimulating, you know. So I probably will not go to the meetup tomorrow. More than likely, I will not go. You have to listen to your body. Anyone that deals with um, chronic disease, chronic pain, knows that you have to listen to your body. And I was especially going to go tomorrow because, listen to this. Uh, Today is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. I think, well, Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. I took a little ride over to Plano to Joanne. And I'm getting to know the lady who works in the craft department, right? So I was over there, and she was putting yarn up. There was no good deals. But I said to her, "Could you tell me when there's gonna be a sale on the big twist? Because it was the regular price, the four something." And I said, "Could you tell me when it's gonna be like that 2.99, or I've even seen it as low as 2.49?" And oh wow, what kind of dog does he have? I love to crochet outside. And the lady says, "Well, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to be starting the sale. The big twist is going to start tomorrow." And I says to her, "Thank you so much for telling me, and I'll be back." I said, "I probably won't be back tomorrow, but probably the next day." So I must have been there Wednesday because I went there today. And well, while I was just going down the yarn aisles, just looking, I kept noticing that I kept, as I'm going down this aisle, a lady's coming up the same aisle. Then I go down the next aisle, this same lady's coming up that same aisle. Not the worker, a shopper. Then, oh, Monster is a Maltese. And then, as I'm leaving, I didn't buy nothing because, like I said, no good deals. As I'm leaving, the lady who kept going up and down the same aisles that I was going up, she was cashing out and she was walking out when I was going out. So I says to her, when we got outside, I said, there was really no good deals, was there? And she says, no, not really. Well, we were talking in the parking lot and she's telling me, well, I did get this deal. And she was telling me she bought some yarn, woolies and some other thing. And telling me how she got her deal with a pickup coupon and all that. And I said to her, well, the lady in the crafts just told me that tomorrow she's going to mark down the big twist. Well, the lady doesn't care too much for the big twist because it's acrylic and she's going to be making something for her kids to wear. Well, um, I says to her, I says, hey, by the way, um, well, you don't have to tell me where you live, but I just wanted to tell you that we actually have a group that meets up here in Plano. Some of us crochet and some of us knit. She said, really? I said, yeah, let me give you the Facebook. Let me tell you the name of it. Crochet/knit Addicts of North Dallas is the Facebook page. And if you join, I'm one of the admins and I'll accept you. And if I don't, one of the other two, I'll let them know that you're a real person and you'll get accepted. And if you go under events, you can see when the next meetup is, which is this Saturday. And if you can, come meet up. And if not, you can just be part of the group and that'll be fine. And she said, no. She says, she joined right there in the parking lot. And she said, I've been looking for a group because I'm tired of just crocheting the same thing. I've been looking through patterns and I want to learn patterns and I've been looking for a local group. And I says, well, here you are. And I said, how long you been crocheting? And she said, just over a year. And I said, well, I'm so glad that I told you about it. And I said, I was trying to find a way. Once you showed me the yarn that you bought, I was trying to find a way to tell you about the group without coming across kind of creepy because, I'm a guy and to approach you like that, I didn't want to be creepy. And she said, oh, not at all. And so that's another reason why I was going to make myself go tomorrow was I was thinking she was going to go. And so today on the Facebook page, I had put a comment to her, if you plan to go tomorrow, bring the pattern that you're wanting to learn and I'll be sure to help you. Well, she replied and said that one of her kids has a soccer game in Dallas at 2. And what time is the meetup? Well, the meetup is at 2 in Plano. So it looks like she won't be able to go. And so since she's not going to be able to go, that's another reason why I don't feel so drawn to go. All my other friends will still be there, but I think it's wise for me just to take it easy, especially after being so under the weather all month. It wouldn't take much for me to, come down sick again, so I probably just better take it easy. That's what I'm thinking. But isn't that neat how, that's how I am. I just talk to anyone. I've always said if no one's around, I'll talk to the paint on the wall. Oh, yeah. And so the reason why I went back to Joanne's, now did I go today? Yeah, today, Wednesday, Thursday. I was there Wednesday. The lady said she's putting Big Twist on sale tomorrow, which was Thursday, and I didn't go, but I went today. The reason why I went is because somebody paid me in advance, just not much money, believe me, but asked me, could I make a few candy corn candy corn keychains for their kids, and they paid me a little bit in advance. And I said, sure, but I do not have, the only color I have is white. And they said, oh, no problem. I'll give you the money for the yarn and for your work. And so, as you know, I did a short about my Walmarts getting rid of all of their mainstay, and they had none mainstay. And so, since I knew that the lady that I'm getting to know at Joann was putting the sale on the big twist, I went down there and I got the orange and the yellow. I already had the white, and plus I had a 50% off coupon, regular price, and so I used that for the eyes. And so tomorrow, maybe after I do my live of working in the chicken yard, maybe I will start the candy corn keychains. They will not take long. And so it's really neat to make this connection at Joann in the craft department. And I told that nice lady Wednesday that what I'm planning to make, you know, and I said, and when I get some made, I'll bring you one if you can accept one. And she said, oh, yeah. And I said, well, I don't know if workers are able to accept a little gift or not. If not, you know, I could always see you working in an aisle and I could just casually drop it and you could see where I drop it and just pick it up. And she was laughing, but I said, no, I will make you one. And I will, and I'll bring it to her. And that'll be great, won't it? Is anyone here? I mean, I don't know. So, oh, reach for my water. Yep. Because the lady, when I talked to her Wednesday, the lady that works in the craft thing, I said, look at all these oranges and yellows. Now, in your opinion, should I go with the muted orange and the muted yellow, or the bright orange and the bright yellow for candy corn? White is white, so we don't need to look at the white. And in my mind, I was thinking to go with the muted orange and muted yellow, because the bright was just, whew, really too bright. And don't you know, I didn't tell her what I had in my mind, and she suggested what was in my mind. And so I thanked her so much for her help. So that's what I'm gonna do. I thought I just heard sirens, but it's probably one of those feral cats out there. Or it could be coyotes. You never know. Oh boy, this week for me has just really flown by. I've really been trying today because of no headache. I really, I think I probably even overdid it because I can feel it in my bones, but I really tried to do a lot of organizing. When you live in a small space, I'll tell you what, it does not take long for things to pile up and get cluttered. I've been on here 49 minutes. I'm probably gonna have to go. But, well, Nana Michelle and everyone else that came in, and Ola's gonna watch the replay, and Catherine, I'm gonna be looking that up where you live. And thank you so much for stopping in. And thank you also for understanding why I had to be in the dark. I really appreciate you understanding, okay? And I'll talk to you tomorrow from the chicken yard. Okay, good night.